The millennial wisdom of money, biblical lessons of prosperity and abundance. Since ancient times, the Bible has been a source of wisdom on resource management and the nature of true wealth. Through its pages, we find inspiring stories and timeless lessons about money, generosity, and faith that transcend generations and will be eternally practiced and remembered. In the book of Genesis, we see Joseph, son of Jacob, interpreting Pharaoh's dream about 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of scarcity. With divine wisdom, Joseph advises Pharaoh to store during the prosperous years, demonstrating the millennial principle of financial planning and saving. Genesis 41:25-36. This is an event that transcends generations, and the concept is based on never spending more than you earn. This will bring disruptions and end family peace when the days of scarcity arrive. Remember, if you're going through difficult times, don't fear. This will pass, just as if you're going through happy moments. Enjoy, because this too shall pass. Nothing in life lasts forever. Storms come and go, and we have to prepare to go through them in the mildest way possible, and this refers not only to wisdom and finances, but for life. King Solomon, known for his incomparable wisdom, teaches us in Proverbs that the blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. Proverbs 10:22. He also warns us about the dangers of greed and the importance of integrity in business, saying, "Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice." Proverbs 16:8. Opting for a dishonest path or a quick fix may seem advantageous in the short term, but often leads to more serious negative consequences in the future. Everything that the Lord gives us honestly prospers, while what comes with dishonesty will at some point face the law of return. Another millennial wisdom that will never change. The story of the widow of Zarephath shows us how faith and generosity can result in miraculous provision. Even with almost nothing, she shared her last handful of flour with the prophet Elijah, and God multiplied her resources, ensuring that the jar of flour was not used up and the jug of oil did not run dry. 1 Kings 17:8-16. This reminds us of sharing. It is by dividing generosity that blessings are multiplied. It is by giving that one receives. She was not miserly, thinking of scarcity or lack. She shared what she had with love, and everything multiplied. God does not give to those who cling and allow themselves to become slaves to money. Don't cling to what's missing. Look with gratitude at what you have. Jesus often used parables to teach about money and stewardship. In the parable of the talents, he illustrates the importance of wisely investing the resources God entrusts to us, rewarding those who multiply their gifts. Matthew 25:14-30. The Lord entrusts different amounts to 3 servants according to their individual abilities, 5, 2, and 1 talent, respectively. How are you using the gift you received? Like the servants in the parable, each of us has unique capabilities. The challenge lies in how we employ them. Do we multiply our talents, or out of fear, bury them? Often we are blessed with opportunities to make a difference, but we hesitate. Fear of the unknown, selfishness, or lack of generosity can prevent us from reaching out to others and sharing our knowledge. Our gifts have a greater purpose. We were endowed with abilities to positively impact the lives of others. As 2 Timothy 1:7 reminds us, "For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline." The servants who multiplied their talents were praised and rewarded with more responsibilities and joy. In contrast, the one who did nothing was rebuked, losing even what he had. God calls us to act with courage, trusting in His guidance and empowerment. Don't let fear paralyze you. Use your abilities to serve and transform lives, knowing that one day we will give an account of how we use them. The Apostle Paul reminds us that God loves a cheerful giver, 2 Corinthians 9:7, emphasizing that true wealth lies in generosity and not in selfish accumulation. The story of Zacchaeus, the tax collector, shows how an encounter with Jesus can completely transform our relationship with money. After meeting Christ, Zacchaeus donated half of his possessions to the poor and repaid 4 times as much to those he had defrauded. Luke 19:1-10. This narrative illustrates how a profound spiritual experience can revolutionize our perspective on possessions and money. Zacchaeus' attitude reflects a change of heart, where generosity replaces greed and restitution takes the place of fraud. In harmony with this idea, we find in Paul's epistles a fundamental principle about giving. In his second letter to the Corinthians, 9:7, the apostle reminds us that the Creator has a special appreciation for those who share their resources with a cheerful and voluntary spirit. These biblical teachings converge on a vision of wealth that transcends the material. They invite us to rethink our priorities, placing the well-being of others and personal integrity above financial gain. Thus, we are challenged to cultivate a generous heart, understanding that true abundance is manifested in the ability to give and in the positive impact we can have on the lives of those around us. These millennial stories teach us that true prosperity goes beyond the accumulation of material wealth. It involves wisdom, integrity, generosity, and above all, trust in God as the source of all provision. By applying these eternal principles in our lives, we can experience not only financial abundance, but also the richness of a full and meaningful life aligned with divine purposes. The millennial wisdom of money invites us to see our resources as a tool to bless others and glorify God, transforming our perspective on wealth and success. Use your money with wisdom. Learn to save during times of abundance so that you won't lack during times of recession. Do not be greedy, for what is taken unjustly from others will also be taken from you. Don't dwell on what you lack. Instead, give thanks for what you already have. Give not out of fear of scarcity, but out of gratitude for the blessings that surround your home. Remember, giving says more about the giver than the receiver. Use your gifts to work for you. Prosperity comes when you help others through your talents and abilities. Share your resources voluntarily. It will benefit you more than anyone else. This doesn't mean you should go out and distribute your possessions, but rather be attentive to God's guidance for the right moment to share with those in need. These are ancient teachings that, when reflected upon, reveal just how much you have to give and share. Don't forget to claim your blessings. Have you given thanks today? Help our channel bring content of faith and wisdom to you. Share, like, and hit the notification bell. Your support is important to us. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.